Hi folks. Should I bother to play scales? Well, the answer is emphatically yes, and do a lot of it. I play scales, and especially up the neck like that, which is all natural notes in 4 positions. Anyway, yes, play scales. Use it as a warm-up exercise for about, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes to warm up before you practice or play. Now, I have to confess that I started doing gigs on guitar and bass when I was about 14 years old and still at school. And there was so much live work around from then until, well, the 80s, whatever it is. So I played so much that in fact, I learned on the job, and I picked up musical theory and I learned while doing the job. It's not so easy to do that now. So I have to confess that for virtually nearly all of my playing career, I never played any scales, and I did so much work and so many gigs that actually I didn't even practice either between gigs, because I played so much. The biggest one was when I did in the 60s, did the Top 10 Club in Hamburg. We played with 2 bands, an hour on and an hour off, from 7 at night until 3 in the morning, which was 4 hours every night, and you didn't then go and practice afterwards. You had a few beers and something to eat and went to sleep and then did it again the next day. So anyway, didn't practice, didn't play any scales. But then later, playing a lot more advanced stuff and whatever in my later years, there'd be things like when I played bass mostly in bands. You get some licks and stuff, you know, trying to emulate people like Stanley Clarke and whatever. And there's some licks and things, you try things and you can't quite pull it off. And I discovered if you play scales for a while, then you go back and try to play that piece, you find that you can do it. So instead of just beating your head against a difficult part, play scales and then go back to it. You'll find it helps. So, and since I've been playing Spanish guitar, basically for my own pleasure, since I retired from gigs in bands and stuff, once you get to more advanced stuff and that, you realise the real value of scales. Now, it's not just a technical thing. It helps with your stretch of your fingers, the movement, the hand positioning, everything. It's not just the technical side of it. It's a fantastic way of learning where all the notes are on the neck, which you need to do. I mean, I used to teach guitar, and I've taught countless people, you know, the pentatonic minor, so they can play blues, rock, and stuff like that kind of thing. And it's a bit like you've got your chord positions and you've got your positions for the scale, and there's just a pattern, and you can move it any way you want for various keys. And I've known guitar players who use these patterns to play solos, but they don't actually know what the actual notes are. Having been a bass player for years, of course you have to know what all the notes are. But strangely, you can play guitar, play solos, play chords and stuff, and you don't know all of the notes. you know what it sounds like and you use the pattern, you know? So that can happen. This thing here, if I'm doing all natural notes, you know, here is E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And here starting on a G, I'm going to G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. There. And starting on A, it's going to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Starting here, C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So, you're going to know what all the notes are. Now, it's going to be fantastic because if you know your notes, you can then compose your stuff. You can make your own chords, you can do stuff because if you know a scale and you know all the notes on the neck that are in that scale, you can then put chords together using the notes of that scale. You can add melody notes from notes of that scale, you know, and add it to. So it's all about the scale. The chords are made from the notes of the scale. Your melody notes, your fill-ins, your melodies, anything. Chord and melody together. It's all the scale. So, the answer, should I play scales? Yes, certainly. And if anything, I mean, like I said, I learned on the job over years and years and years of doing thousands of gigs, right? But if you want a shortcut to unlocking the guitar, improving your technique, learning where all the notes are, and learning about music, play scales. Thanks for watching.